What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles. This is a team I've actually had together for about a month now, but first time you guys are probably going to be seeing if you guys don't catch the streams. It's a team I made around FROSLASS, and there's a bunch of other really cool stuff. Honchkrow is a mon I haven't used or seen anyone really using that much. And I kind of just threw some of my other favorite stuff to use on this team, like Entei, Superior, and Vaporeon, and a few other things. So I'm going to kind of break this team down for you guys. We've been using this team on stream for the past month. Usually every weekend we stream. If you guys don't know, we actually build a team. This team's a little bit older because I haven't had time to really build a new singles team recently because of VGC regulation age dropping, so that kind of put me behind with everything. So singles kind of took a little bit of a backseat to regulation age VGC. So, but I should have a new team out probably either the day you guys are seeing this or the following week. But I usually put a team together, use it for like 2 or 3 weeks on stream. I stream usually every Saturday night. Some 6v6 Wi-Fi battles on the in-game, 6v6 ladder for singles Wi-Fi battles. And you guys see me use these teams live over here. I usually stream around 9, 8 AST usually on Saturday nights. So you want to stop by when I'm live, feel free to. But I'm going to probably throw some of the best matches with this team towards the end of this video for the last, 20, 30 minutes of the video. Some of the best games I had. I'm going to kind of break this team down for you guys. And we're gonna hop some games with it. So the team I wanted to make around FROSLASS, I haven't really seen anybody really use it that much. I think it's a really cool mon, has really cool typing with the ice ghost typing, and it has decent stats. I think it's 110 special attack and 110 speed, which ain't too bad. The rest of its stats are kind of lacking, but it's decent, like an overall average mon. Nothing really too crazy. You get some pretty cool, good move pool. The main way that I wanted to really use this thing and the way it fit, at least for this team perfectly, was more of like a lead variant with the spikes. It gets hazards, it gets Destiny Bond, it also gets the dual stab of Ghost Ice, which is really good offensively. So it's kind of what I led with. Got just the max special attack, max speed. Pretty much you usually lead this thing most of your games. Get up like 1-2 layers of spikes. And then usually if you outspeed your opponent, you can kind of save it, keep your sash intact if you don't take any damage, and use it as like more of like a revenge kill type thing to where you can actually trade for a huge threat on the enemy team with Destiny Bond, or just kind of trade at the start of the game for whatever they lead with. If you outspeed them, you can go for Destiny Bond after setting up a few layers of spikes, and then kind of just go from there. That's kind of what this mon really does. Works really well, really cool mon. Wanted to form a water, fire, grass core for this team, so I threw a Superior on this team. Originally, in some of the matches you guys might see, this Superior actually had wide lens. I actually changed the item, I think about a week or two ago, because I used wide lens. I needed it for a different Superior that I actually included on one of my VGC doubles teams. So I changed the item. At least what it has here is Miracle Seed, but in some of the matches you guys might see, it originally was wide lens for increased accuracy, but I threw the Miracle Seed on there just to boost the grass type damage of your moves, for at least kind of change it out because I need the item for one of my doubles teams. Just kind of a standard set. This was actually a Terra Stellar set too, so just your typical Terra Stellar set with the Leaf Storm you try to set up, kind of bring it in late game or mid game to try to get it rolling and start breaking walls, kind of more of a wall breaker or late game cleaner. Does really well. It has really solid speed, I think 113, so really fast mon, hits really, really hard, especially if you get it rolling like +2 or +4 after a few Leaf Storms or Stellar Terra Blast boost, so really cool. Kind of just an average EV spread usually, so. You got Honchkrow on this team as well. I wanted another really offensive mon. I wanted a dark type. I think a dark type for this team was really good. And I also wanted a flying type to give this team a ground immunity. Honchkrow came to mind. You don't really see this thing very often as the dark flying typing. Really cool typing, especially offensively. I think it's a really good type. And I wanted to use this thing. I actually caught this thing from a raid and I actually had it laying around. I was like, yeah, I might as well throw this thing on this team. With Super Luck, you have a pretty much, I think it's like a 50% chance to crit. And like with Night Slash, it's like, I think it's almost a guaranteed crit ratio with Night Slash. And I think everything else on this build, you have like a 50% chance to crit with like Sucker Punch, U-Turn, or Brave Bird, which is really cool. So it's kind of more of a typical mon. You bring it in, it's kind of slow. It's a little bit of a slower mon, but it is relatively speedy. So if they're not running any speed on anything, you can outspeed some stuff with it. And then kind of bring it in, go for some Night Slash, Sucker Punch, priority type stuff, and get some huge damage off, and hopefully get some crits to do some more damage. It's kind of where it really is. You got this Terra Steel there for more of a defensive Terra if you really need it, but never really use it that much. You're going to be using a Terra on something else for this team mostly, so Got the Vaporeon on this team. This thing's mainly just one of the walls of this team. Kind of the defensive water-type backbone. The Terra, Grass, Leftovers. It's one of the only mons in the game out of a limited amount of mons that actually gets Scald now, too, which is really cool, so you have the chance to burn. So overall, it's a really solid mon, especially defensive, so goes pretty well. This team does have a bit of a grass weaknesses, but you kind of get around it with Terra, and you have many resistances as well, so it's kind of one of the weaknesses to this team, that type of thing, so. Wanted a fire type. Entei was the one that came to mind that seemed to work really well for this team. I always love Entei. I threw the choice band on this thing. Choice banded Entei, especially for like a middle tier speed tier for this team, worked really well. Just threw it on here. You got the Terra normal E speed, Sacred Fire. That's what you're going to be clicking. Not much wants to take a banded Sacred Fire, and not much wants to take a banded Terra normal E speed. It's kind of what you do. You come in and click a button, and you just hope your opponent doesn't switch. If they don't, take a shit ton of damage, and if they do, they take a shit ton of damage, or they have a chance of getting burned by Sacred Fires most of the time as well. It's a great mon. Really cool mon. One of my favorite legendaries. I wanted another type on the team. I wanted a Rapid Spinner, and I also wanted a ground type, because otherwise we had a bit of electric weakness and kind of weak to electric, so I threw the Donphan onto this team. Haven't really used Donphan very much. I use a lot of Great Tusk, but not really the regular Donphan, so I kind of threw it on here. Got the Terra Steel for more defensive Terra for your ice types and grass types. It also gives me a Stealth Rocker, which this team really needed. So the team has dual hazards with Stealth Rock and Spikes. You also got Knockoff there and some Ground Stab, along with Rapid Spin, which is the main thing. So you don't have to worry about hazards on this team. So apart from that, that's kind of the entire team. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll top in some games. These are going to be some of the best matches I had with this team over the past, I think 2, 3, 4 weeks. With this team on stream, so I'll probably pick some of the best ones out. We had a lot of really good matches with this team on stream. If you guys missed the past few weeks of streams on Saturday nights, we've had some really, really good matches with this team, so if you guys are missing the streams, be sure to drop by. You guys are missing on some really entertaining matches. But here's some of the best games this team had. Damn, bro, it's crazy. We had the first battle of the night, and we actually got another competitive team. That's crazy. Metagross, Galvantula, Donphan, Flareon, Gyarados, and Alolan Ninetales. We both have Donphan on our team as well, which is kind of interesting. So I think what I kind of do here is I just lead Donphan. I kind of just want to lead Donphan. That way, if the Galvantula, if he doesn't have Energy Ball or like Giga Drain, then he can't really touch me. So I don't know. My only problem is if he leads like Alola Ninetales, that could be a bit of a problem. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna lead. I'm gonna lead Entei. I think Entei is what I lead with. I think that's a little bit better because it outspeeds half his team, and like if he's not Flash Fired Flareon, then he has no switch into really like anything unless he's offensive Gyarados, but ain't gonna want to try getting burned. No, I'm gonna lock myself into E-Speed here. I think that's what I do. He's gonna withdraw, okay. Big Red, that's Gyarados. So he's a defensive Gyarados. See how much this does. Yeah, Intimidate doesn't affect me, so how much that does. It does a solid amount. It's Rocky, so he's like a defensive Gyarados then with Intimidate. It's good to know, I guess. I go right into Vaporeon every time this thing comes in. Part of me wishes I clicked Sacred Fire because I would have had a chance to get the thing burned. It should have been nice. Just the Waterfall. I absorb it with Water Absorb. Nice play. Really nice. I just click Scald. Like whatever comes in has a chance of getting burned. Of a Galvantula. I don't know, I think Skull's probably a 2-hit KO on this. Yeah, it's a 2-hit KO. So I just click Scald again. If he thunders, that's fine. Then he has no sticky webs. So it's either he gets sticky web up here or he goes for thunder. Or Volt Switch too, I guess. He's actually Life Orb. He's not even a lead suiciding Galvantula. That's really weird. I haven't seen Life Orb Galvantula in forever. I think what he has here is he has Freeze Dry. Oh, I just stay in. He can set up Aurora Veil if he wants, but I'm just gonna stay in. What's up, Heidi? Same with anybody else that's first now getting here. Hopefully you guys are doing good. He might not actually have Freeze Dry, because he would have went for it right there. He might not actually have Freeze Dry. I'm just trying to stay in, like, I'm stalling out his turns of Aurora Veil. Like, I can burn as many turns as I can. That's what I kind of want to do here. I'm assuming he's probably Light Clay. Let's go with Draw, so something's going to have a chance of getting burned. Here comes the Galvantula again. This doesn't want to take a Scald. He actually lives, though, because of the Aurora Veil. I want to see what he does. I want to see if he just goes for, like, Electro Web here. He could just probably just throw up not Electro Web, Sticky Web. I just Scald again. I can live whatever he has at me. There's the Sticky Web. Is this thing like a setup? I'm not sure if Flaring Swords Dance. I'm not sure if it's actually sets up, but it could be a Facade like Terra Normal variant. Or he's Terra Electric and he has Terra Blast. Or like Terra Grass with Terra Blast. There's the Terra Normal. So he's probably going to Protect here. It's a Terra Normal Facade with like Flame Orb. He has and Trailblaze. Actually does a lot of damage. Is he Flame Orb? Oh, he's actually Toxic Orb. Okay. I think Flame Orb's actually better because you take a lot less damage. Either he doesn't have Facade, but I don't know why you'd run Terra Normal if you don't have Facade. I just Protect here. I just want to stall out his screen's turns and let him take more and more damage. There's Facade. I don't know. What do I do here? Something needs to take a Facade. I can like make the switch out into the FROSLASS or the things what I have to do here. Because the Trailblaze doesn't kill me from this range. He might predict this though and just go for like Trailblaze or a Fire type move here. There's the Facade. Okay, that's nice. Perfect. Slowly racking up the toxic damage. I'm also Sash, so like he probably has Flare Blitz to maybe hit me. But apart from that, I don't know what he really has for me. I think I just go for Ice Beam if I'm being real here. I think that's what I do, just to try to get damage on him. Just the Sash. Gonna take a shit ton of recoil. I can make a play here if I really wanted to. There's the Aurora Veil, that's gone. So that's nice. I can make a play here and actually just go right into the Vaporeon again, predicting like a Flare Blitz. But I don't know if he really would do that here. I think he just goes for like Trailblaze. He's dead either way on this turn, so I think the FROSLASS kind of just drops here, unfortunately. Kind of sucks because I can maybe try to get a Spike up, but if I live, I'll try to get a Spike up. He's just Flame Charge, so Flame Charge, Trailblaze, Flare Blitz, and Facade. He doesn't even have Protect on this. Kind of an interesting Flareon set. Really cool, though. Really cool. My opponent's running some really cool stuff. Here. I think he goes into Ninetales again to try to get his Veil back up. I'm going to try to spin away these hazards. Comes the Ninetales again. I think I should just throw up Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock ain't bad versus him. I'm going to throw my Stealth Rock up. So the Galvantula dies upon switching, and then the Gyarados takes a shit ton of health every time it switches. I think Stealth Rocks are really good here. No, I'm gonna try to spin. I have Sturdy, so he can't one-shot me. I guess it's kind of worth keeping this thing around. Like, I can go for knockoff onto the Metagross. I can probably live one hit for Metagross, depending on what it is. So I think I'm going to keep this thing around. I'm going to go into the Vaporeon again. So he has Aurora Veil, Blizzard, Moonblast, and I don't know what his last move is. I kind of just protect here. He seems kind of weak to rocks, but I don't know. If he switches here and tries to spin on me, that's kind of risky because he's going to catch a Skull to the face, maybe. He can't really even go into Donphan too, which is pretty good for me. Yeah, I mean, he can if he's ballsy enough. If he's Sturdy Donphan, he can probably... Actually, he won't because it'll break the Sturdy. So, I don't know. Behind Veil, he can probably live a Skull, but he's risking a burn. And, like, is it really worth, like, sacking your Donphan, which is, like, the best thing to, like, take on Mante? Because I think I'm looking at, like, a Superior Sweep late game. Superior's looking really good. Once the Metagross gets weakened a little bit, I think Superior can probably win me this match. Goes in his, I spam Scald. Anyway, every time this thing comes in, I sit and spam Scald. Unless you have Dragon Dance, I don't care what you want to do. Thunder Wave, that's fine. Vaporeon's just so good into my opponent's team as well. It's incredibly good into my opponent's team. That does nothing because I'm at -1, but the chance for a burn is just too good. I'm getting really unlucky with these full paras. I don't really need Vaporeon though. I mean, I can keep it around if I want to, but... Just Taunt, okay. Imagine if I would have switched right out into like the Honchkrow, would have been great. There's the burn, finally. Threat neutralized. So my opponent he has Taunt, Thunder Wave, Earthquake, and Waterfall. So he can't even go for a Waterfall on me when I'm in. So like I think I just gotta get a free switch in here to the Honchkrow. I think I kind of just get a free switch. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go right into Honchkrow. If he double Thunder Waves here, predicting a switch, that could be kind of a problem. Goes for like Thunder Wave. Good play. Great play. Get outplayed. Doing really good. What's up, bro? Shout out to everybody that's first now getting here. Hopefully you guys are doing good. The only shit thing here is that you can freely Rapid Spin on me now, though. That's just the main problem here. You can actually allow his Galvantula to live. What do I want to do here? I really don't want to take that much damage because like this is my main check to Metagross. That's still pretty good. I think I just U-turn out here. Go back into the Vaporeon and just start spamming Scald again for the millionth time. Let's click Scald. If he wants to withdraw out right out into the Galvantula, that's fine. Xbox. So here comes the Metagross. That's a cool nickname. That's a cool nickname for Metagross. Like he gets I get fully paralyzed. That's nice. Cool nickname for Metagross though. Xbox, because it has a big fucking X on his face. That's a cool nickname. I might have to steal that one. Xbox the Metagross. That's cool. Going to Honchkrow again here. I think he still has Veil up. I think he still has Veil, but like crit goes through Veil, I think. Actually, his Veil's gone. That's long gone. So I'm just gonna click Night Slash here, I think. I should be able to outspeed him. It depends if he's max speed or not. I think he just switches here into Dawn Fan. Crit really does nothing though. Crit does not do anything, even with like a crit for this. I don't really have much for this. Like my Vaporeon's gone now, but I mean I have Superior, but do I really want to go into Superior here? Not really. I'll U-turn out though. If he has Ice Shard, maybe that could be a bit of a problem. Get the crit on the U-turn this time, that's nice. I think I just go into my own Dawn Fan here. I don't really need it. It's so low health already. Like I don't really need it at this point in the game. He sets up his own rocks. Okay. I think I just knock off here. I go for knock off instead of spinning. Get rid of the leftovers. He's predicting me to go for Stealth Rocks on his side, too. I kind of just want this thing gone. Like, I don't really give a shit if my side has rocks at this point in the game. Let's get this thing gone. Goes for knockoff. That does nothing because I have no item. And then I'll click knockoff again in case he switches for whatever reason. She gets a high roll there. Good thing though is, like, I go into Superior now, and like Superior just puts in a fuck ton of work. Now is where the Superior can set up and just kind of win the game. Leaf Storm all day. I know his Galvantula is not running Scarf, so I should be able to outspeed Galvantula. Comes Xbox again. Oh, do I Terra here? I could go Stellar Terra. I forgot if he used his Terra. Oh, he did already. It's on the Jolteon. I'm gonna Terra Blast here. +2 Terra Blast. That actually one-shots me. I think he's actually choice banded Metagross. That has to be choice banded. I was gonna go to a fucking timer, which kind of sucks. No, I click Sacred Fire here. He's choice banned in Metagross. I still think I would have won that though, because if he's choice banded, what he does there is he switches into the Galvantula, that catches a Sacred Fire to the face, or he just lets the Metagross go down, and then I lock myself into Sacred Fire. Galvantula comes out, and I just sack the Honchkrow off, and then I proceed to lock myself into Extreme Speed and win the game that way. So I think no matter what there, I think I pretty much won the game, even if with a timer. Now we actually got a competitive team, our first actual competitive match tonight. My opponent's running a mono grass team. Really cool team. But he has Shaman Sky. That is broken. I hate going against Shaman. I don't have anything that outspeeds Shaman either. I think Shaman's 116 speed or something, I think. I'm not exactly sure on how fast it is. I know it's pretty fast. I don't know if Superior can actually outspeed it, I'm not sure. Or like the FROSLASS maybe. He does have a spinner too, so I can't really bank on hazards here, but the FROSLASS is really good into him. Like I can just click Ice Beam and I don't really have to worry about what I really do apart from like the Abomasnow on the first turn. But if he leads with Abomasnow, I just kind of switch. So I'm not really too worried about that. He leads with this. I think I just Ice Beam here. I'm Sash, so like, you know, he's actually a lead hazard to Meowscarada. Okay. I mean, I have Spin, so I can spin on him. And I get a crit there. I don't know how much the crit really mattered. Red card. What the fuck? Puts me out into the Launch Scroll, which ain't too bad here. Because I can just U-turn out. I don't. If he wants to set up double layer of spikes, like that's fine. Copycat, what? He copycatted my Ice Beam. What the? That's crazy tech. I didn't know how that's how it works. Wow. Okay, my opponent's cooking. We were in for a match here, y'all. He has a mono grass team, but like he's cooking. He has some crazy shit. I want to go into the Dawn Fan, but like he just gets a free switch into Trevenant then. And like the Trevenant just sits and spins and spin blocks me, so like I can't really do much there. I think like the least valuable thing here is like the Superior, unless I'm able to get like some special attack boost going, and then like go Stellar Terra. Otherwise, it just doesn't do much for me here at all. I mean, it's good into Torterra and stuff, but I'm assuming Torterra is like Terra Steel. To kind of get rid of the ice weakness and kind of block the grass moves. I'm going to go into the Entei here, I think. I'm assuming this thing's choice. It has to be choice scarfed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go Terra normal and I'm going to E-speed this thing. That way he's not able to flinch me to death. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I think that's my only way to get around the Shaman, because otherwise I'm going to be fucked. We'll see if he's Sash, because I think a Terra normal like Bandit E-speed probably just one-shots him. Its defense really isn't the greatest. It's more of the offensive version of Shaman. I just don't want to get flinched to death, because I think that's what he's trying to go for here. I just one-shot him. Okay, the crit I don't think mattered. I don't think the crit mattered. The only way he would have been able to survive if he was Sash. And I'm assuming he was choice scarfed. That's another thing too that's really common. So getting that out of the way, that's really helpful for me. But now if he knows I'm choice banded, he goes into Trevenant here. We'll see if he knows I'm banded or not. So he knows I'm choice banded. He knows I'm choiced. Oh, he actually just wants to scan, so he knows for sure now. He for sure knows I'm choice banded now. I don't know. I don't really want to switch out into anything that's like a physical attacker here. Just mainly because I'll get burned. I don't know. I mean, I'll go into Superior. Like, I don't really need Superior at all in this game. I'd rather keep the Entei around for a little while longer. I don't know what he really has for Superior. He's actually gonna double. He's gonna make the double out into what? Torterra? Okay. I'm assuming this thing's Terra Steel. It has to be Terra Steel with like Shell Smash. I think that's what he's gonna try to bank on here to try to win, but I'm gonna go for a Leaf Storm anyways. Okay, he's not gonna Terra. That's a 2-hit KO. What was his item? Did he have? He must not have be White Herb. So I'm gonna Giga Drain here. Rock Blast. Oh, he's loaded dice. Loaded dice Torterra. That's a new one. So Shell Smash, Rock Blast. I'm assuming probably like Wood Hammer and Earthquake. Yeah, there is Terra Rock too. He could also be Terra Rock, and that's why I never went for Terra there. Part of me just actually wants to go into the Dawn Fan and try to spin on him, but I feel like that just brings in Revenant every time. So I'm gonna go into the Entei again. I'm forced to click E-Speed here, though, because I get outsped and one-shotted, so he might know that, and he might just go right into Trevenant here. My opponent's playing really good. He's playing really, really good. We have a really good match on our hands. I think Trevenant just comes in here, though. Like, I'm forced to click E-Speed. Because the Superior never outsped. Like, there's no way this thing outspeeds him at +2. Stay in, okay. At -1 defense, you're gone. So getting this out of the way, that's huge. I think he just wants to sack it off though, because he knows I'm choice banded. So now he gets a free switch into the Trevenant again. Like I don't really have much to switch into Trevenant at all. Like either something gets burned or like something takes a shit ton of damage. I gotta keep this thing around though. The Entei is still my MVP. He still has like a Terra. He's probably like Terra Water, Obama Snow if I were to guess, and maybe like Terra Fire, Serena. It's usually like the most common Terra if they're like a grass team. So I don't know. I mean, I'll go into Honchkrow here. Hopefully he doesn't go for a burn. But like if he does, I can still try to go for crits. Honchkrow is still pretty good into his team as well. He's gonna double out. My opponent's making some crazy plays. Kione, that's this. Okay. If he has Ice Shard, he can actually get a KO on me here. I think what he wants up is he wants Aurora Veil. I could go for Brave Bird too. Just try to YOLO and get this thing out of here, which I think I'm going to. There's a chance I can get a crit here too. If I can get a crit Brave Bird, I can probably one-shot him. I think that's better than trying to get the Aurora Veil and play around that all game. He's Terra Ground, okay. Very interesting. I haven't seen Eric Terra ground Abomasnow yet. That's a new one. I get the crit. That's why I just wanted to go for it. Oh my gosh. Sucks to be you, bro. Super Luck plus Razor Claw. It's crazy. People sleeping on Honchkrow. Now he goes into this again. Like, now he has nothing that outspeeds me. Like, what do you have for me here? Like, he wants to see my item. Scope lens. So he's probably like, oh, that's why I got critted. Gonna Night Slash here. I think this actually kind of just wraps up the game, because he might have Shadow Sneak. I don't know if this thing gets Shadow Sneak or not. I think it does. He doesn't have it, it looks like. Can I just get a... he lives! Is he Sash? He's actually Sash. Sash Trevenant, that's a new one. Just to get the Trick Room up. Okay. Wait, what is... I don't know. I don't know if Trick Room really matters. I just Sucker Punch here. Oh, he has Will-O-Wisp. Destiny Bond. Well, I just spam Sucker Punch now. I just spam Sucker Punch. Curse, okay. I mean, if you want to let the Trevenant go down for free, that's fine. I don't really care. Like, I'm pretty much dead anyways here, so, like... I think it matters that much, because I'm just trying to get rid of the Honchkrow. I don't really care if it dies. It's a 1v3 now, so... I think as long as I can stall the Trick Room out in some way, I should be pretty good. I'm just gonna go into the Dawn Fan here. I don't know if he can one-shot Dawn Fan. He probably has, like, Drop Kick. But I don't know if he can actually, like, one-shot me. The main thing is I just want to get rid of these hazards. That way I'm Focus Sash on the FROSLASS. And, like, I can go for Destiny Bond if I really want to. Shitty thing is, too, like, he could be Queenly Majesty, so if I lock myself into E-Speed, too, like, he can just completely wall me with his ability. So I'm kind of just forced to stall out Trick Room. Like, that's what I'm kind of forced to do here. I actually still outspeed him under Trick Room. With a +1 speed boost, he has Wide Lens. Okay. I mean, the Trick Room's up, though, so, like, I'm still... Oh, I guess it's gone now. I don't know, at +1 speed, does he even outspeed me, though? He has no Wide Lens either, so... He's trying to raise his speed, but at the same time, I don't know if it really matters, because, like, FROSLASS from this range, I think just gets a KO with Ice Beam. I played that really good, though. I played really good towards the end. I'll give my props to my opponent. He played really well. He was making some crazy plays, and he was running some really cool stuff. Lead Toxic Spikes Meowscarada was really cool, along with Copycat copying my Ice Beam and hitting the Honchkrow with an Ice Beam on the switch